It's not scary. Relax. Oh god, I was gonna hit the door. It's just a ball. It's just a medicine ball. It's okay. It's okay. What, is it scary? Get it. Get it. It's so scary. Okay, it's just a ball. All right, okay.
Cause I think I'm falling in love. I think I'm falling in love.
Awesome drone shots coming, workout shots. I don't know what else kind of shots, but enjoy today's video.
Sick angles.
Sick angles.
Aayush angles.
Catch you guys in the next clip. I'll do CrossFit, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Alright, let's do this workout. That is going to wrap up this little workout, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna head home and make a shake, so I'll bring you guys with me and show you what I'm gonna do. Catch up with you guys in a little bit when I make my lunch, but for now it's time to go learn things.
2 hours later.
Ow, I think I just got 3rd-degree burns on my arm from how hot it is. Good God. So my first professor is like a super gaming nerd, which is kind of cool because fellow nerds unite. Although I'm not a gamer, but you know, we have similarities as far as like appreciating specific things like literature and, you know, film and things like that. So I'm kind of excited about that. Have you ever taken a class, like maybe you went to college or you're in college, and there's always just that one person that has to ask a million questions or like, you know, clarify on everything, and it's just like makes the class go to the very, very, very last second, and you're like, shut up, please shut up. Nonetheless, I am starving. I gotta pee so bad. I'm heading home to make myself some lunch, and I have to also do some homework now and answer some clients, so I'll be taking you guys along with me for the rest of the day. I'm happy to be training in the mornings now because I feel like I wake up early, get it out of the way, you know, and then I'm able to focus on school and work at the end of the day, so it's nice. Okay, So one of the main reasons that I always like to keep meats in bulk in the fridge is so that I can quickly whip up some type of, like, you know, beef vegetable bowl or whatever. Like I showed you guys in the last video, I like the beef one. But I'm gonna just go ahead and pop this in the microwave. Just put the vegetables in there first. And I think this is gonna be about 4 ounces. Probably, I wanna guess, like maybe 87 grams. I told you guys that you can get really good at estimating portion sizes and stuff. I just looked at that chicken, poured it in there, said it was gonna be about 87 grams, and it was 89. So pretty good guesstimation on my part, but I'm gonna put that on top of the vegetables. The jasmine rice. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and add some of this salsa. And then the last thing I'm gonna add is this Southwest guacamole because I just am addicted to this stuff. I love it, it's so good. It's significantly lower fat than regular guacamole. For 2 tablespoons is 2.5 fat, 3 carb, and 1 protein. Absolutely love this. And there you have it, another completed delicious bowl filled with proteins, carbs, fats, micronutrients, macronutrients, all the good stuff. And this is lunch. Somebody said that I don't look good in high-waisted pants, and I know it's because I'm really small and like I have no torso, so it looks like I have really no torso. But you know what? I really like my high-waisted yoga pants, okay? So don't make fun of me. And when you're like a yogi, high-waisted yoga pants are the cool thing to wear. Because I'm doing a yoga tutorial, that's what I'm wearing, all right? Don't look at me like that. How I'm gonna close out today's video is by showing you guys my mobility routine, which has been highly requested, and I try to do this almost every single night. Mobility is something that a lot of us often neglect, but it should be just as much as a priority as training, because you can severely injure yourself by not having good mobility, not having good flexibility. As much time as you spend training, you should spend that much time recovering. I know that a lot of us don't. I'm guilty of it as well, especially immediately after I train. I just want to get out. Like, I'm sweaty, I'm gross, I'm tired, I just want to leave, and I really should be spending that time mobilizing there. But because I don't typically, and like I have to get to class or whatever, I do this at night, usually before bed. So I'm gonna take you guys through it. Hip openers, back stretches, thoracic stretches, some shoulder stuff, and just kind of show you like how I unwind at the end of the day with my own little yoga routine. So I hope you guys enjoy, and that's pretty much it. Tux will probably jump in on it because he likes to do his yoga stretches, right? You do your yoga stretches? Okay, so first I just want to say that I am not an avid yogi, and I'm not saying that my form is the best at any of these movements. So if you are like a pro yoga-er, don't judge me, okay? I know it's not the best, but I do what I can, and it's just basically to get myself moving, to help with flexibility and mobility. So the first thing that I always do is start off in just a normal downward dog position, focusing on getting a good stretch through the hamstrings and pushing into the floor with my palms as well. You can see here I kind of stretched into my back and letting my head fall. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and back my feet up a little bit and do a nice little flow into, I don't know what this is called. I feel like I should know this, but this is a great stretch for your lower back, and I'm just kind of twisting my back around what feels good, tilting my head back, just kind of getting like a nice big stretch in my lower back area. So then I'm just going to reverse into a child's pose here. My knees are on the outer edge of my torso, and I'm kind of sitting back, again pushing forward with my arms as well to get a good stretch through my lats, my thoracic, upper back, and you do kind of feel this in your hips as well depending on how far you sit back into this position. Next, I am moving into a thoracic twist. We do this a lot for warm-ups during CrossFit class, and basically you're just going to come up off of the child's pose and rest your torso on your quads. You're going to interlace your fingers behind your head and put both elbows on the ground, and one at a time you're going to twist your torso, feeling that stretch in your thoracic, which is just in between your shoulder blades basically, and twist your elbow to where it is pointing towards the sky. And I usually do about 10 each side. You can see here from the front angle, and just kind of really pushing the elbow up and feeling a stretch where it feels good. Then I'm just going to go into a half tortoise there, you'll see, before I move into this shoulder stretch. stretch. I believe this is called a thread the needle. I may have learned that from Ramwad, but I'm not sure. So you're just gonna take your shoulder, thread it underneath your other arm with your palm facing upwards, and pretty much lean your body weight on the front delt of whichever shoulder is underneath on the floor. So then I'm gonna grab my medicine ball, which is actually from Axum Performance. I don't think that I've mentioned this company to you guys before, but I kind of want to give them a shout out here. Really great company, awesome people, veteran owned and operated, just super nice. And they basically make home gym packages, and they manufacture multi-purpose rigs and all types of equipment. So this medicine ball is from them, and I also have a kettlebell, and they make plates and all kinds of great stuff. So really great company. If you guys are interested in some home gym stuff, you should check them out. I'll pop the link right on the screen here. But anyways, what I am doing with the medicine ball is just stretching out my thoracic. So you're going to want to keep your butt on the floor, put the ball up towards your shoulder blades, and lean backwards on it. This would be ideal if I had somebody there, because you would interlace your fingers behind your head and have your elbows pointing towards the sky, and your partner could push down on your elbows to get even more of a stretch. But if you're alone, you could just kind of roll it around on your back as you would with a foam roller and just kind of stretch out that whole area. So then I am going into a hip opener. I think this is just called like a low lunge stretch, but basically I'm going to start on the palms of my hands, hang out here for about 30 seconds to a minute, depending on what's extra tight, and then I'm going to transition into my forearms just to get a even deeper stretch in my hips. And I also roll the front foot onto the side, which opens up the hips just a little more. Then with the opposite arm, so that is my left leg, I am grabbing with my right arm and I am pulling my foot upwards, and this is going to stretch out the front part of my quad. Tux always loves to be in these videos with stretching. I don't know, he just loves stretching when I'm on the floor with him. It's pretty funny. So then I go ahead and do that on both sides. Then I'm going to transition into whatever this is, kind of the same thing as far as a lunge, but just sideways. And I am going to roll forwards as I'm in this position to stretch out my hip abductor. When I do this, my hip cracks all the time and it feels so good. So I'll do about 5 each side and then go into the middle, try to get onto my forearms here, stretch out through the hamstrings, the calves, and then go onto my other side and do the same thing, a couple forward rolls there, and back to the middle. Grabbing the back of your ankles and your calves during this position just kind of pulls more so on your hamstrings and gets an even deeper stretch. Then I am moving into a wide stance squat position. Gonna hang out here for about a minute or so and do some twists overhead. I believe this is good for your thoracic as well, but it also just opens up the hips even more. And I'll do about 10 of these each side before I transition back into some outer glute stretches, which is kind of for the hips as well, but I'm gonna go back into that low lunge position and just pull my front foot underneath me. This is, I think, called a pigeon pose in yoga terms. And I'll hold each side for about a minute, kind of twisting around whatever feels good and just like leaning back into it. It's one of my favorite stretches for the outer glutes. Then I'm going back into a child's position here and going to hold that for about a minute and then transition into practicing my splits. When I was in dance and gymnastics, I used to be the best at splits and I could literally just like plop down into them at any moment. And now it's a little bit more difficult as I am older, but nonetheless, I'm still practicing and trying to hold each position for as long as possible. And then I will switch into a forward straddle position. This one actually hurts so much for me for some reason, and so I'm trying to get better at that. Eventually I want to be able to have my torso on the floor. And then my very last movement that I am finishing with is a back bend. Just gonna go on my back and press upwards, and I'll just hold that for about 30 seconds or so, stretching out the back and stretching out the legs, pressing onto the floor with my palms, and that is finishing up my mobility routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you as always for watching and supporting me. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.